Hello. Welcome to Learning Canva, where we are going to give you a great overview of this amazing design tool. My name is Pearl Fulani, and I'm here with Lady Jewel. And we here at Lady Jewel are about helping you bridge the gap to tell your brand story. And we do that by bringing you amazing strategies and technologies that help you grow your business. And Canva happens to be one of our favorite ones. It's a great design tool and just very helpful. So we're just excited. I'm excited, very excited to talk about Canva today. A few housekeeping rules. Welcome. If you have any questions, please don't put them in the chat. Right here in the middle of your screen, you should see a question and answer box. Go ahead and drop your questions in there. And for anyone else that's looking at those questions, if you see a question that you like, that you want to have answered, go ahead and give it a like. That's going to let us know that those are the questions you want answered first. When we get to the question and answers, we'll do that at the end. But this way, when you think of your question, you can put it right in the question and chat area, the Q&A area, and not have to worry about forgetting the question. We will be checking the chat periodically throughout the day, but we really ask that you put the questions in the Q&A section. We're going to go through a lot of information. We are going to offer you opportunities to work with the team, work with me specifically throughout our presentation. This here is going to give you a good overview of how to use Canva, why you should consider using Canva, and then be able to at least get you through the basics. So we're going to jump right in. What are some of the benefits of using Canva? For those of you, if you're here, I'm assuming you know what Canva is, but in the off chance that you just saw this and thought it was interesting, Canva is a design tool. It is a way for you to get professionally designed pieces, and when I say pieces, I mean everything from video to presentations to your social media posts to brochures, flyers. So this is digital and analog. You can create it through Canva. And they continue to add more capabilities moving forward. But it's your way to create professionally designed pieces for your business at an efficient cost. You may not necessarily be at that space where you're ready to hire a full-time designer or even contract for a designer. Canva is that great way of bridging that, right? Especially if you're not a designer yourself. And why Canva specifically instead of, say, something like Adobe Acrobat? A lot of you know Adobe as the PDF platform. It's how I look at my PDFs. But really, Adobe is a design platform. But wow, if you do not know design well and you don't have the time to learn it, Adobe can be quite a beast to learn. Well, Canva is not like that. It is quick and easy. It helps you have consistency with your brand, and it is cost effective. And that's why we love it. So again, I'll give you those three benefits. It's quick and easy, it's consistent, and it's cost effective. When I say that it's quick and easy, yes, there's definitely a learning curve, and you'll see that when we start going through the tour of Canva. But once you learn it and you start to understand the pieces, it's great. One of its strengths is it has a lot of templates. And so if you have certain things that you like to post about and you create it and it's the way you look, well, you can save that as a template and you have that. Then you can just go back to it over and over again. So you're not redesigning the wheel, which is fantastic. Consistency. If you've been on my Lady Jewel page, any of our business pages here, what you'll see is there's a consistent theme and brand look and feel. And we've been able to do that through Canva. It helped us design and create all of those pieces. And it's fantastic because of that. And so we've just been able to build a very consistent look so people know, okay, we're here. We are at the Lady Jewel page. And that's important when you're building your brand, building your business as a company. You want people to not be confused about who you are and what you're about. And part of that confusion can come in with just your overall look. Does it even look the same? Does it look consistently? You know, for a lot of us, our face doesn't change that very often, right? So people get to know us by getting to know what we look like. Well, your company, your business is the same. People should get to know you based on what it looks like consistently. They're able to look and go, oh yeah, that's company A, this is company B, this is Lady Jewel, Disney, Nike, Coca-Cola. They have very consistent looks. They have several pieces, many pieces that they can work with, but overall, very quickly you can tell, okay, I know who this company is because they have worked to be consistent about building their brand, and Canva allows you to do that. Cost effective. First of all, there's the free version, which is a very powerful tool. I love it as a free, but I'm going to tell you right now, don't stay at the free. Absolutely get the pro version. You can purchase it for a whole year, or you can do like what we do. It's $13 every month, cancel at any time. And it gives you access to the full platform. There are certain of our favorite tools that aren't available in the free version that help in the quick and easy aspect of this tool. So we highly, 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 highly recommend that you get the pro. It's $13 a month. It's absolutely one of the best investments that you will make in helping you save time, energy, and quite frankly, get the fog of creativity out of the way because there's so many tools. So let's get right into it. Welcome to canva.com. If you've never been there, you just type it in, canva.com, and this is your homepage. Now, if you've never used Canva, you're going to have to sign up first, right? And create an account. And again, as I said, you can absolutely create a free version. And so just go in there, play with it, and see it. But you won't have your designs like we do. But everything else you'll see. And as you can see, there's a lot here. So we're going to go through that. When you create your first design, it's going to be right here on your design and show up for you. Next thing, shared with you. This is for anyone, if you have a team or you're working with a partnership, they can actually share different designs with you through Canva, which is fantastic. So this is a great way for collaboration that helps you be able to work with other people within your ecosystem to be able to create these designs, especially if you're working with clients. I'm going to tell you again, if you're creating something like a logo or your core brand pieces, you can do that through Canva, absolutely, but we would suggest that you would work with a professional for those types of pieces. But your everyday pieces, Canva's great for that. This is a great way to share and work on those pieces. Your brand kit. I'm going to go there very quickly and show you ours. So here we have uploaded our logos, all of our multiple logos, some of our profile pictures, our brand colors. We do help some other clients, so those are located here, but your brand colors are here. Any fonts that you use, they're all here. And you'll see why that's important later as we work on creating our Facebook posts. But it makes it, again, back to that quick and easy. Because you've already taken the time to upload your brand logos, your colors, your fonts, especially if you have specific fonts that you've created or you've purchased for your brand, and you upload them up into Canva, it makes it that much quicker to be able to design something. One of their newest features is a content calendar here. For those of you who like to plan ahead your content, this is a great tool in being able to plan, create, design, and then schedule. You can link up to, in the pro version, you're able to link up to 4 social media pages that you can post directly to from Canva. So once again, it goes back to that quick and easy time savingness, because you can now create your design right here in Canva, then you can schedule it through the content calendar and it will post it for you. So you don't need a separate tool like, say, Buffer or HubSpot or Planoly. Now, it's not as powerful as these other tools in giving you analytics and data, but if you're just starting out, or if you're really wanting to start to build some consistency in building and talking about your brand and in communicating with your audience, this is a great start. And because you've paid for the pro, it's already built in as a resource for you. So take advantage of it. And as I mentioned, if you are a pro member, you can add a member for about $60 per person. per year. Well, for Pro, it's actually it's usually 120, so maybe I have a deal going here. If you're free, you can actually add team members at no cost. They will just have the free access. So basically, whatever plan you have, there's a cost to add them for the year. And then you can create folders. I'm working on creating all of my folders. But the reason that's nice is that over here, under starred places, if there are folders you go to all the time, you can have them starred and get to them quicker. Like if you created specific templates for Instagram or Facebook or your flyers, if you have pictures that you upload, this is a great place to put all of those things so you can get to them quicker. Because if you go to all your designs, here are all of our current designs here at Lady Jewel. Lots and lots of them. And so it can, if you're looking for a specific design, it could take a while to scroll through all those designs and try to remember when was the last time I used it. Or you can create a folder, say motivational quotes. Create that folder, put that template in there, and voila, you're ready to go. So now we're going to go back to the home. And one of the things that stands out for Canva is just that there are templates for almost about everything that you're going to need and want. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder. Let me take a pause and breathe. If you have any questions, again, go ahead and put it down in the middle in the Q&A section. If you have any questions, we want to hear that, and we're going to answer them about 15 minutes towards the end of our time together here. So go ahead and put those in there. And if you're thinking that this may be a lot, that's all right. We're going to offer you the opportunity where we will help a few of you set up your Canva profiles, which will be great. Or you can work with us to really build out your full system. So we're going to give you some options. Today here it's about teaching you, but we also want to help you and understand that it can be a bit overwhelming if you haven't used it before. So you will have the option to be able to work specifically with me where we can either build out your Canva profile, hand that off to you, or we can really build out your robust system so that you're set, ready to go. So we've talked about the benefits. Quick and easy, consistency, cost effective. And we just gave you a very, very quick tour of just the home page of Canva. But Pearl, how do we use this tool? I'm glad you asked. Well, let's say you want to do a Facebook post. Now, because I do a lot of Instagram, it's right here, quick and easy. But usually, if you're brand new or you haven't used Canva a lot, you've just a couple of times, but not a lot, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, those are typically some of the first ones you'll see here underneath. Now, you can go right here. This is the home page. Everyone sees this. So you can go to social media. And voila, now you have Instagram, Facebook, Instagram story, Facebook story, WhatsApp. You get the point. Lots of options. So that's a quick way to get to Facebook. Or you can go here to search Canva and go ahead and type in Facebook. And it's going to give you different options. If you know you're going to do posts, go ahead and actually put that in Facebook post, and you can click on that. And what will happen is it's going to pull up all the different templates available for you now to create a Facebook post. Lots of options, which is why when you find a template that you like, one, it's great because it will always be saved in your design. But if it's something you find yourself utilizing over and over again, create a folder, save it in there so you can get to it quicker. Now, if you're ambitious, you can start with a blank Facebook post. I would not recommend that unless you've used Canva for a long time. That's what makes Canva such a powerful tool, is that there are so many wonderful templates. Let's say you have something coming up, like, 4th of July. Holiday. If you know what that holiday is, go ahead and type that in specifically. And now, not only will you get your Facebook post templates, but you'll get Facebook post templates for 4th of July specifically. So it's narrowed it down even more for you as a starting point of, oh wow, these are great. And if you find one you like this one here, go ahead and click on it. Now if you click on it, depending on your setting, it may open up as a pop-up. I've set my browser to click, when I click on it, it will show up as a separate tab because I don't like doing pop-ups. That's just personal preference. That's up to you. But here we are. Now we're going to go ahead and create this Facebook post. So we're in, and what I did is I went ahead and closed the menu page. I'm going to open that back up. Here. And we're going to walk you through, I'm going to move my head, and we're going to walk you through all these different options here now. So you've opened it up, you're about to create a post, but there's a lot over on this side, right? First and foremost, templates. So this is another way to get templates if you say you opened this up and you looked at it in bigger form, you don't like it, you can do that same search that we did just a second ago, Facebook. You're looking for Facebook posts, 4th of July, any other holiday, whatever topic it is, and you can search from here as well. And it'll give you those options down here. Right now what you're seeing are a lot of the options are being utilized a lot right now, but it gives you nice starting points. Elements. Elements are different graphics, photos, videos, lines, chart, different pieces that you can add into your posts. These are things that you would utilize as you become more advanced with Canva. Basically, this whole post is a whole thing that's been created with different elements, from text to graphics to frames. All of these have been created by different elements. Your upload here, this is where, as you can see in different pictures, you can upload your content to be able to utilize. So if you have a lot of pictures, images, because you have a lot of things that you've already shown for your business, you can upload them and now you have access to be able to utilize them here on your page. But let's say you're starting out or you don't have a specific photo for what you're looking for. Well, great. Here you can now search for all of those photos. And if you have the pro version, you have access to all the photos. If you have the free version, it'll show you free, and then like this young lady here where it says pro, it means you don't have access to utilize that picture, at least without the watermark. You put it on there. Because I have the pro version, it won't show it, but if you had the free version, it would actually say Canva on there. So again, one of the benefits of having the pro version, it gives you access to all the photos. Next, text. Here is where you can add different text, like this text. This is our text box. So you've got your heading text, subheading, which is a little bit smaller. We're going to move that out of the way so you can see it. So there's subheading, there's the heading text, and then a little bit of body. These are just default settings, meaning you can use pretty much any one of these boxes however you want to at whatever size. But it makes it quick and easy to be able to put text into your copy without thinking about it. And you'll see here in a second when I start playing around with this, if you've uploaded your fonts specifically for your brand, how quickly it is to make those difference. And let's say you added this accidentally and you didn't want to use them, great. Canva is saving this all the time. So unlike Word, it's like Word where you have autosave. Canva is doing that, so you don't have to worry about saving, but you can easily change. So I'm going to undo and get rid of all of that text because I don't need it. Now, if you wanted to do some animated things, again, you have these options of different font combinations that have already been created for you that make it a lot easier for you to put things. Let's say you're having a sale and you want that. You can add that very quick because it's already created. Now once again, this is part of the Pro version, so you're going to keep hearing me say get the Pro. It's worth it. It just gives you full access to all of the tools available to you for Canva. But that way you don't have to think about, okay, how do I create the sale words? How do I create all this? It's already done for you, especially if you like the colors. If you don't, you can change it to your brand colors as well. If you do, you're done. And then if you don't want that, once again, you can just do undo, or you can hit delete. Select it, delete specifically. Styles. This is where, because I've uploaded my brand colors, all of my brand colors are available here, but there are all kinds of styles that have been created by different creators and content users here in Canva that are available for you to be able to utilize, that you can build your platform for. And then any folders that you use a lot, they're here. So for me, there's several different headshots specifically that my team has access to that they can utilize when they need to have a picture of me. Our company logos are quick in access right here. And then all the rest of our additional folders are all right here as well. So again, quick overview of what's going on. Let's look here at this top menu for file. This, if you're a newbie or not used, you're not going to use this a lot, but if you wanted to get some granular specifics, you can show rulers, so it can show you where to line things up. Guidelines, again, for help to show you how to line things up. Margins, and then if you were doing, say, like a flyer or something that's going to be printed, you can also do the print bleeds, which are very helpful for printers. But for today, we're going to keep it clean and simple. Now the resize button is by far my favorite button, and I will tell you why. This is where you can create something, and I'll show you how. Here we'll do Facebook and quickly turn it into other uses. This is a Pro, definitely for the Pro. So if you have the free version, you won't have access to this. But for this tool alone, get the Pro version. And if you're wondering, I am not a Canva representative. I don't get money, at least right now, for promoting Canva at all. This is just my love of Canva is so strong that I'm absolutely telling you that it's worth your time to invest in it. Again, go ahead and put any questions that you have into the question and answer section, and we'll get to those as we are chatting along later in our time together. So let's turn this post into something that looks a little bit more like Lady Jewel. I don't know why I keep wanting to close it. All right. For us, we have specific style fonts that we've uploaded. So Satisfy, which is very similar to our font in our logo, Prada, and Serif. You want clean looks because you're posting this in a digital area. So you can do things like scripts and all of that, but if it's not easy to read, or if you have specific fonts that you use for your brand, go ahead and utilize them. But what we're going to do is we're going to change them. Now here, these are already fonts that are used, but you're not stuck with them. So to make this look more like Lady Jewel, we're going to go ahead and change these fonts. I'm going to start here with Satisfy. Oh, yeah, no. Don't like how that looks there. So let's change it to Let's Pay Tribute. We're going to use Prada. And you notice how all I'm doing is clicking on it, and I didn't have to retype anything. I just clicked the font, and it automatically updated everything for me, which is fantastic. When you're thinking of design, you don't want any more than 3 fonts. 2 is usually the best way. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and change this to Prada to keep it clean and easy to read. Now, I love the flag background. It is absolutely beautiful, but it is a little dark. So here's some things and options that you can use to make it a little bit brighter. Now right now this is set, so someone actually changed these pictures to make it look a little darker. If you hit reset, it's going to set everything to 0, and there you go. Now you can tell that it's a lot brighter, but there's a reason why they made it dark, because then you can't see the fonts. So either you can go, if you say, oh, I didn't want to make that change again, it's nice, you can undo it and you can just do minor adjustments. Like for this, I just want to make it a little bit brighter, not as dark. So I'm adjusting it like, oh, okay, now it's a little bit brighter. Again, if you don't want that, you can change that. Or let's say you like the picture, you like it, but you want to make it, you don't want to see the image as much. Well, you can make it transparent a little bit. Now, if you do that, as you can see, it's fading a little bit into the background. And so that means now your font or whatever else is on it will pop up a little bit more. For those of you that are wondering, now this block, I'm going to ungroup it for you. It's a block. Since it's a template that you use, but this is a whole bunch of pieces that have been put together. And this menu here, see, you got your font, your size, your colors that you can change. Here's your alignment for your font. Let's say you actually wanted it centered instead of left justified, or if you wanted it justified for whatever reason, you can. Or right justified, this is where you would change it. If you wanted to create a list, that's how you would do that. Spacing, effects, all kinds of things. And you can group things together. But the thing we're going to talk about here is position. The reason that's important is because you want to make sure how it's lined up. By position, I mean what's layering on top of what's layering. Meaning, the photo of the flag, it's at the very back. So anything else you do is on top of that. Whereas you can change the position of this text block if for whatever reason you wanted to go backwards. I'm going to go ahead and center this. Now you're going to notice that it's not actually centered. Why? Because this is a full group that's been created. So when I did that, it's like, oh, you know what, that's not as fun. So I'm going to, that didn't look pretty to me. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. But now I'm going to change the font of this color here to one of our brand colors. I always like seeing which one works best. Now that light blue looks very similar to white, but it's closer to our brand colors. And the reason I like utilizing brand colors throughout goes back to consistency. It just lets people know I'm at the right spot. And if you really want, but you also want to make sure it's readable, right? You want people to actually be able to read what it is that you have put into your content. Now, when you're designing, you have to remember what you're designing for. Right? In this case, well, this one actually pulled up an Instagram post. But you have to think of the platform. Instagram, Facebook, a lot of these platforms are image or video heavy. So they count all the words that you've put into your Canva, into your design. So you don't want to have a ton of words on your design. You want to make sure that you're communicating what you need to communicate, but just be cognizant that if you're going to write even more when you actually post this image, then maybe have less words when you're creating the image so that you don't have too many words on your image and then a ton of words in your actual post. I'm going to move this up. If you can, I think you can hopefully see the 4 grids. What that means is it's perfectly centered now in the middle of this page and voila. Now for me, I tend to like to put our hashtag here at the bottom. So since that text box isn't included, I'm going to go here to text, move my smiling face again, go ahead and add a little bit of text. It defaults to 12 point. Once again, as you can see, that fluorescent pink box is a guide box, and so it tells you that it is centered positionally well around that text box so it visually looks good. So it's one of those great things that helps you feel like a designer, that you're placing things well so that it's actually balanced on your image or your design piece. Go ahead and add our hashtag. Case Lady Jewel. And if it's too small, right now the default setting is at 55%. You can increase that zoom right there on the page to 100% so you can see a little bit better. There it is. Make sure that you're spelling everything correctly, right? I'm going to go ahead and now change the font color to go to match what I'm looking at, or maybe we'll do purple. Nope, too dark. Ooh. Okay, there we go. And voila, now we're done. I'm going to go back to about 50% to see, do I like it overall? I do. Now, for me, it's like, I thought I liked it there, but no, I like it better here in the corner. So I shifted that, and here I am. I've created a quick and easy 4th of July post that I can now post on Instagram. I could just post this directly onto Facebook. But if you wanted it to be perfectly sized for Facebook, this is where your resize button becomes your dearest friend. You can go ahead and search, because I use Facebook a lot, it's already here, but what you would do is go Facebook, search on resize, Facebook post, select it, and now you can say you can resize it completely, or you can copy and resize. And here's what it's going to do. It's going to make a copy of that for you for Facebook. Done. You didn't have to redesign it. You didn't have to look for the template. You are done. And if you set up your social media page like I have here, you can now publish this directly to your Facebook page. How great is that? So now you've taken this one design and you can change it to multiple things. Again, if you're on LinkedIn, that's another great thing. So we're back to the first design. I always suggest using the original design instead of the copies. Resign, and let's say you want to put it on LinkedIn. Got your LinkedIn post. Go ahead and click LinkedIn, copy, resize, and ta-da, now it's signed, ready to go for LinkedIn. Now with LinkedIn, since mine is not connected, or let's say you don't want to actually have it post directly from Canva, you can just download it, which is nice. It's your design. So what you're going to do is it gives you options of how you want to download it. You can actually download this, even though you created it as a regular post, you can download it as a video. But let's say you just want the image. Go ahead and do PNG, which is the highest quality, so it protects your image the best as the short form. Select that, download, and then now you're going to hit download, and it's going to open up a folder for you. There it is. Go ahead, and for me, I have very specific places. You want to go ahead and save it to where you want it to be saved so you can find it later. I have a whole marketing folder. Here's my Instagram folder. I would save it here, and then I can go ahead and upload it to wherever I want to. That's why the resize tool, though, favorite button. Because we started with a template, it was quick and easy. We adjusted it to fit our brand here at Lady Jewel, create our post, and then with just a few buttons, we were able to create a LinkedIn version and create a Facebook version for us. And once again, you don't have to publish directly. That arrow download, you're going to hit download. You're going to click the arrow, select PNG for the image to download, hit download, save it, and now you have that image that you can post where you need to, when you need to. And that's it. That's a quick learning quickly Canva. We just went through a lot, and I know we went through a lot. I'm going to go ahead and get back to you here. We went through a lot, and so we want to make sure that we offer you the opportunity to spend time with us. And so we're going to go ahead and put two options here in the chat where you're able to either work with us full-time, because as we started out, we're here at Lady Jewel, we're here about helping you build strategy and helping you get the best strategies and technologies. And so if there's deeper dive help that you need help with or want to work through specifically with Canva, we're here to help you do that. And spending time with us, that's $2,500, and we would spend time, we would work through and build your system bit by bit so that you have that all set ready to go. Or if you just wanted to have a few templates built out ready to go for you, it's $99. We'd build 3 of your templates here in Canva, help you upload your brand, colors, your logo, build you 3 templates, which 3 templates you want. Say you wanted a Facebook template, a LinkedIn template, and an Instagram template, or you needed a flyer, but we would build those for you and then hand it over to you. Either one of those options, we're going to put those links in the chat, and now we're going to go over and spend some time answering your questions. And know that if you wanted to come up on screen with us, we'll invite you to come up on screen as well. Thank you so much for your time, and make it a great day. Until next time.